And I'm not going to speak in these live streams. This young woman's just taking it. I'm not going to speak in the live stream. Taking it a nice to see several car running.
Actually better at night time. And the last one leaves at 6:30.
Taking it a nice to see several running.
Our game might be good. Well, maybe we leave it for that night if you can't make it. You can't make it.
Outside the free tram zone, places like St Kilda, Melbourne Zoo, Chapel Street, Grand, you'll still need to have a valid marking. Information centres, city train station, retailers such as 7-Eleven. More information, ask your... Three-wheeled motorcycle. You're wired for sound, so you can talk to your tour guide along the way. Tours are available between 9 AM and 9 PM every day, so grab a brochure on board and start planning a whole new experience. Step off here at the heritage-listed cargo sheds and enjoy a drink at one of the atmospheric bars located right on the waterfront. You can continue your journey to New Quay on foot, a 10-minute stroll along the water's edge. This stop is Central Pier and Harbour Esplanade.
Explore Melbourne by tram and take advantage of the long summer days by experiencing the many events, festivals and attractions on during summer. Mandela, My Life, the official exhibition, is a new world-class exhibition on Nelson Mandela's family and rich collection of international artifacts.
And this is W8957, by the way.
And stop 9 in Victoria Street in Latrobe Street. And enjoy a romantic punt on the ornamental lake at the lush Royal Botanic Gardens. A short walk from any tram on St Kilda Road to stop 19, Shrine of Remembrance. For more information about what's on this summer, pick up the Melbourne Visitors Guide, available on board the tram or at the Visitor Centre in Melbourne Town Hall or the Burn Street Hall.
It's 25, but maybe they don't have the 25.
into Latrobe Street.
Next stop is Etihad Stadium. Our Trams hopes you're enjoying your ride on the City Circle tram. For your comfort and safety, please take a seat or hold on, because trams sometimes have to stop suddenly in traffic. Etihad Stadium is a state-of-the-art sport and entertainment venue, with seating for more than 50,000 people and a retractable roof that takes 8 minutes to close. The stadium hosts AFL and A-League football matches, as well as rugby and international music acts. Explore behind the scenes, see the players' change room, and tour the This stop is Etihad Stadium. The next stop is Spencer Street. Step off here for Southern Cross Station. Take the train and bus services travelling between Melbourne. Services include V-Line regional trains and coaches and CountryLink trains to major cities on the east coast. For travellers to Melbourne's airports, the Skybus to Tullamarine and Avalon Airport frequently depart from the Southern Cross Station. The station also offers a retail centre, so you can explore great shopping and grab a bite to eat while you wait for your connecting train or coach service. Melbourne is known around the world for its trams and boasts one of the world's great urban tram networks. The network is now the biggest in the world, with 250 kilometres of double track. Yarra Trams operates 24 routes with a fleet of 500 trams. With 3.5 million trips each week and 180 million trips each year, it's no wonder Melbourne loves its trams. This stop is Spencer Street.
We could get up at the Queen Street one actually. Queen Street is halfway between the main and the now or later?
The next stop is Victoria Street. It was founded on the Yarra River. Traffic leader in the 1850s after the discovery of gold in Victoria.
Also, the tram at Mud now used to have the route Route 24 running on, but that has been discontinued now.
The original home of the Kulin Nation, consisting of several language groups of Indigenous Australians whose ancestors had lived in the area for approximately 30,000 years. Step off here to visit Flagstaff Gardens. This stop is King Street. Melbourne's historic and imposing law courts, comprising a large complex of buildings dating from the 1870s. Melbourne has the third largest Greek population outside Athens and Thessaloniki, which has significantly shaped the culture of the city. Melbourne's Greek precinct is located around Lonsdale Street, with restaurants, cafes and cake shops. Step off here for the Hellenic Museum to explore the rich cultural traditions of ancient and contemporary Greece. The museum is located in what was originally the Royal Mint, which began casting gold coins in 1872 in response to the gold rush. This stop is William Street. The next stop is Queen Street. Melbourne is known around the world for its rich mix of cultures. Gold miners from around the world began arriving in Victoria during
That tram there, the 7 fixes class tram is going past now, and there's a big W operation as well.
After World War II, a new influx of migrants arrived from Europe, particularly Greece.
And so did Route 78 in
Today,
Chapel
Melbourne
Street.
is recognised as the largest Italian city outside Italy. Melbourne is a truly cosmopolitan metropolis. Population of around 4 million from over 110 different ethnic backgrounds. The next stop is Elizabeth Street. Step off here to connect 19, 57, 59, catch a tram along Elizabeth Street from the next stop to visit the Queen Victoria Market. Steeped in history, this iconic market celebrates a range of clothes and souvenirs, plus the freshest produce and gourmet food. The market is open Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. From the next stop, catch any tram down Elizabeth Street to the Burke Street Mall, Melbourne's shopping heartland with its buskers and busy shoppers. Two of Melbourne's premier department stores are located here. From Burke Street Mall begins a journey into some of Melbourne's most beautiful laneways and shopping arcades, including the Royal and Block arcades. Explore an eclectic
When we get to the
range of
next stop,
shops,
I'm going to
bars
end the
and
live
cafes,
stream.
nestled in unlikely nooks, up stairways and under romantic archways as you weave your way towards the river. This stop is Elizabeth Street.
It's a waste of time doing stuff. No one watches them. I'm running this with my next stop anyway.
Street trams at Melbourne Central Station, Melbourne Central Shopping Centre and QB Melbourne Shopping. This is also the stop for RMIT.
Oh, he's on there, don't
The
worry.
State Library of Victoria. The Heritage State Library.
When we get to Nicholson Street, that's where I'm going to end the stream.
Opened in 1856. The library has a collection of over 2 million
I've been doing it for a
books,
couple of minutes now from
pictures,
Dock Lane, so we're up at Swanson
manuscripts,
Street.
and a number of galleries. You can take a tour.
That said, it's been painted, as you just noticed. That one there has the old ivory, but it's being with the yellow door. With the yellow door.
10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday to Sunday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Take a tram along Swanson Street to visit Melbourne's Royal Botanic Gardens.
If I got enough credit on this phone, I'll probably try and keep it running until we get to Flinders.
At the University
Yeah,
of
but
Melbourne.
old ivory is better.
Trams from here also travel to Government House, the Shrine of
I'm on one of the old green and yellow W's. 957, but 957 was running on the anti-clockwise yesterday, but now I'm running on the clockwise circle. See the second track where the other stop is, it was running on that circle yesterday, but they've changed it. And I found out where they got the old red W's as well. They got them in at the back of South Melbourne Depot with all the other restaurant cars that got retired. Because I'm making this live stream because I haven't done one for ages. And tomorrow, yeah, they got retired from service of restaurant cars and the Red City Circle cars. And I found out something, I actually got the date wrong. I'm not getting my wagons tomorrow. I'm actually getting my PH fans no, not tomorrow. I'm not getting my PH fans on the 15th, I'm actually getting them tomorrow. I've actually got the date mixed up. Because the shipping things changed date till tomorrow they're going to be delivered.
to visit the Old Melbourne Jail and Lygon Street. This stop.
And I've already got the couplings made up for these trains. I'm actually going to be changing the couplings on the carriages to the ones I use now. Not, I'm going to be taking out the ones that have got KD couplers out. Also, you probably noticed if you ever come Melbourne, Hayden, you probably noticed one of the city because might have a dent in the side of the driver's side door. And I know exactly how that happened as well. Because a car ran in front of the W class when I was on it and dented the side of the driver's side door because it ran the turn light and went into the side of the W. Because the W had the green T, the right T, the car went through the light and the W stopped in time, but it only dented in the driver's side door. But the W has the dent in it still runs on the city, or it's still running on the city circle. It's actually lucky because it would have been a complete one if it was going super fast. These go clock about 60 miles an hour. These Ws.
Blockbuster stage productions. From the next stop, turn right down Exhibition Street for Her Majesty's Theatre with its stunning Art Deco interior.
Also, these Ws had a bit of an add-on in the cab. The older cabs had no buttons in the cabs, but these ones have buttons in the cabs now to operate doors and stuff now.
The free tram zone now covers Melbourne's CBD and Docklands. Trips entirely within this zone will be free, so you won't need to touch on your Nike.
See that button panel near that black button panel? That's where that's what the old W's did not have. I don't know why they put them in for, but they put them in there because they had to put the doors in. I don't know why the old W's didn't have the door controls for, but they've added them to these newer W's. Well, not exactly new, they're actually old W's got refurbished. There's the other W1010, but it's on the anti-clockwise. It's got the blank boards, so that one's going to as far as Docklands.
International Exhibition of 1880 to showcase the latest products from the industrial revolution.
Yeah, they have LED lights now. And they never used to have the flashing indicator lights on the front of the tram as well, then they were added. And they removed the original trolley poles you used to have on the roof of the W's.
Within the gardens, you will find the Melbourne Museum. This stop is
To have trolley poles on the tram, not the big pantograph they have now. I don't know exactly why they replaced them, because they kept falling off the cable, the trolley poles, so they replaced them with pantographs, so they're much more reliable. But it would have been nice if they had a completely original W in Melbourne. Yeah, trolley poles are better when they were original.
The next stop is Nicholson Street. Step off here for St Vincent's Hospital and to connect with trams on routes 86 and 96. For shopping in the base near the vibrant precincts of Collingwood and Fitzroy, take trams 86 or 96 from the next stop.
I wasn't really going to speak in the live stream. Actually, I was going to keep it silent so I could hear the W sound, but I thought I was speaking it while I got my fans on.
Bars, live music and DJs. Take a tram on route.
I've been in that hospital over there. That was about 2 months ago, actually. I've been in that hospital over there. That's because I inhaled too much diesel fumes from the engine of N classes.
Or take Route 96 to visit Melbourne's best collection of Spanish restaurants, located along Johnston Street. Step off here for the historic Victorian Fire Services Museum.
Yeah, I know that. I had Matt Fitzevin on part 1, but he's gone now. I don't know where he went to.
Heritage listed building houses a unique collection of vintage vehicles and over 4,000 fire-related items.
Yeah, steam engines are better. I don't have much. I don't pollute much the steam engines.
Till 4 p.m. This stop is Nicholson Street.
Because when you inhale diesel fumes too much, it makes you comes down being sick. Like I had when I was filming N classes. And I've been filmed in N class. I only filmed 2 N classes this past. I haven't filmed much N classes when I've been in Melbourne. Only on New Year's Eve for a bit of fun. And 2 days, I think, no, hang on. And about 2 months before that I filmed N classes as well. That's before Christmas. But steam engines are better because you don't have to keep refilling them with diesel every now and then. All you need is coal and water.
The next stop is Lonsdale and Albert Streets. Step off here for Parliament train station. From the next stop you can walk to the glorious triple-spired St Patrick's Cathedral and St Peter's Church.
Yeah, they use oil and diesel making classes, bro.
Examples of stained glass, wood carvings, mosaics.
Well, it's really amazing how they keep the steam engines up and running.
Gargoyles adorn St Patrick's Cathedral.
Because steam engines are sometime built around the 40s and they're still running up to today.
Former Premier of Victoria. Down Albert Street, the Victorian Artists Society welcomes visitors to its art exhibitions and heritage listed buildings.
What's the good news, Hayden?
Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. A short walk from the next stop, down Little Bourke Street, is Chinatown, boasting the longest continuous Chinese settlement in the Western world.
I don't think I'll keep this live video on YouTube when I finish it.
From fine dining to noodle houses, as well as Asian groceries, herbalists, and fashion boutiques.
That's awesome.
The Chinese Museum is also located here. This stop is Lonsdale and Albert Street.
Well, a bit of information about these old W's. See the old pull rod, this thing here, what goes into the cab. That's actually not really hooked up to anything. That's hooked up that's only there for like to make the tram look original. But that's actually not really hooked up. So if you're on a W and you pull that, the bell won't really ring on the tram. But only tram what does have the working pull rod is 981 has the working pull rod. What's the original pull rod still working? Sometimes you see the driver get out of the cab, sometimes switch the points manually on these routes with the point bar. With that thing there, you'll see him get out of the cab and pull the points over.
Some of the world's most popular productions. Legend has it that the friendly ghost of Federici, an opera singer who performed there in the 1880s, occasionally appears as an omen for a show success. On the left, Opera's House, grand building, Melbourne's busiest wedding parties can often be seen.
Well, this is Parliament, so they should sit here for about 10 minutes. And I hope he doesn't do it when I'm live streaming.
Many of Melbourne's finest 19th century buildings are located
I might try and...
including Parliament House, the Hotel Windsor, and Old Treasury Building. These buildings
Yeah, they are.
were constructed during the boom
As well.
following the discovery of gold in Victoria. The Hotel Windsor on the next corner was built in 1883.
Also, the city circles are sometimes unreliable on the network, because when I was on one the other time, they had to like drop everyone, get everyone off the tram and pull it into the siding at the Docklands to reset the whole tram because the electronic system failed, and they had to drop the pantograph to reset the whole lot. But that was about a month ago. They had to reset the tram to get it running again. But from my point of view, it wasn't looking like it was a fault, but it actually was faulting out. They had to reset the whole tram to make it run again.
Parliament train station. This stop is Bourke Street.
Explore Melbourne by tram and take advantage of the long summer days.
Also, a driver told me something funny yesterday at South Melbourne Depot when they park the trams and they leave the trams and come back the next day. I actually find the trams actually touch the bumpers touching up on each other's on each tram in the depot. You actually see all the trams touching each other in alignment because when they leave them for a couple of hours, when the brakes leave them, the brakes release and the trams roll.
Now open
And they roll into each other and they stop at they roll in alignment and they stop.
at Melbourne's many pubs.
Because they have air brakes on these things. When you leave the brake untouched, the air will release and it'll roll. But they won't roll very fast.
Easy stroll, stop 8, Spring Street, and Flinders Street.
There's a little red button
Appreciate
there. See the little red button on the black box near the brake handle? That if they push that, the trams won't roll.
Stop is Flinders Street. Step off here for Route 75 trams. To the left.
And I know for a fact W's never had that red button on trams.
Victoria's Gold Rush.
I know the original ones never hang out the stream, just like that, but
fairy tree sculpture
see that keyhole?
depicting fairies
This one?
elves.
And that thing, that was not originally there. That was added in the 90s for the trams.
Is also located here. Start your exploration of the gardens from Fitzroy Gardens Visitor Centre. Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Sunday. Melbourne's cosmopolitan Bridge Road, Richmond, renowned for its fashion, cafes and bars, is just a short distance from the next stop. Take a tram on Route 75. Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Sometimes on this Melbourne, the stream will drop out. Hang on, that's actually going out of focus as well. I've seen that. It might not be going out of focus on your camera, but it was going to be out of focus just then. I'm getting off in about 6 stops, so I might film when we get to my stop. Look, once the tram gets to Docklands, it won't go again. It will just drop off Pageant and shunt to South Melbourne Depot. Yeah, because I got it back working cop with the camera, that's probably why. It's about 30 degrees here in Melbourne at the moment. And I'll be coming down to Geelong tomorrow as well to pick up my wagons if they come in tomorrow. So mate, if my friend rings me up, he says I'll be coming down to Geelong to pick up the wagons. I'm heading back and then heading back into Melbourne. And about 11 o'clock at night, because I'm filming the Warrnambool Freight. I'm not saying I will film it, but I might film the Warrnambool Freight. So I've done it for about 4 months or so down there. And now it's out of focus again. Here we go. The driver's moving it very slowly now because his car's nearly touching the tram with the mirrors. So he's shunting very, very slowly through the traffic until we get to the set of lights. So I'm thinking maybe one day I'm thinking of getting a job in Yarra Tram that I could drive the trams then. That would be awesome if I could drive a tram like this down Melbourne, around Melbourne. I know how easy it is to drive one of these, but I'm not exactly telling you how to do it, but it is very simple to drive a city circle car like this. I'm not going to tell you how. Because some people, they did have a tram get pinched a long time ago from South Melbourne Depot, but I'm not going to tell you how to do it.
Next stop is Russell Street.
No, I'm coming back, going to Geelong tomorrow to pick up the wagons, but now I'm coming back to Geelong, staying in Geelong on the 7th, coming back to staying on the 17th.
Home renovator stores and cafes. There's also a range of bars, pubs and live music, from jazz to...
I'll look at that. I didn't know there was one. I'll look on the internet soon.
The Forum Theatre, with Romanesque style statues, gargoyles and a blue sky amphitheatre setting. The theatre opened in 1929 and is renowned for hosting live music acts and comedy.
Wouldn't it be cool to drive a tram, Hayden?
It's Russell Street.
No, that's something out of focus now. There we go, that's that in focus now. You see the traffic lights in the video, Hayden, flickering? That's not the traffic lights doing that. That's actually my phone, because that's like filming LED bulbs. Oh, now it's gone again, the camera. I might just have to hold it away from the glass because I'm just playing up with the phone again.
The next stop is Swanson Street. Step off here to connect with Swanson Street tramlines. On the left is Federation
Let me try this, Hayden, quickly, I'll come back.
With extraordinary architecture of diverse shapes and colours,
How it works.
Fed Square is an exciting cultural hub, offering free public art, performance,
Now it should be working.
and multimedia. Galleries include the
I'm not going to end this stream
Centre,
because we're nearly at Spencer Street and I don't want to end it.
TV Studio, and the Australian Centre for the Moving
Because I thought turning off the stream
Some
is
of
coming
Melbourne's
back.
best design galleries are located here, as well as an array of cafes, restaurants and bars. The Melbourne Visitor Centre provides information,
There we go.
advice and booking services for a range of tourism activities in Melbourne and across Victoria. Open 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. daily, the centre is an essential port of call for all visitors. A number of daily tours of Melbourne's heritage attractions, hidden streets and laneways, waterways and bars leave regularly from Federation
Hey, do you know my S311 I showed you the other time? That's actually stuck as anything now. That doesn't even run on my layout anymore. The wheels don't contact the layout because there's a fault in the S311 model I have because there's no wheel contacts running on the layout. It works fine on DCC, but it doesn't work fine on DC. C. Yeah, maybe it's been
The dock plans and we get a 75. We're going to film at the dock plans. We're going up on the dock plans so we can film it. I'm not going to Spence, I'm not going back to the hotel.
No, that won't be in time. Hey, we're almost at my stop now, about 3 stops away from Spencer Street. I've already took my S311 into the Hearns Hobbies to get it fixed because it's losing the contacts are stuffed in it, and then when I was testing it, the bogey fell off, so I was able to take turns up and they were able to fix it, so I still got it, and they fixed it for me. But now I've another problem. The wheels aren't contacting the track as properly as it used to be, and it doesn't run on DCC. It only runs on DC as properly as it could. It's not the track of my layout. I tested it with P11 and all that, and it works fine. I've tested all my logos, the track works fine. It's an S311 what doesn't run. And I think it's just this loose wire somewhere in the layout. So what I think I'm doing is taking the wires off the bogies and just soldering them, because I ain't got attached with special clips, so I might just take them off the bogies. Yeah, I know that. It showed me that already about A81. So what I think I do not to the A, what I'm talking about, to my S class is taking the wires and then permanently soldering them to the bogies, so I'm going to be soldering skills. Also, some City Circle drivers sometimes let you go into the cab of the City Circle cars and let you ding the bell sometimes. Because one of the City Circle drivers let me go into the cab and ding the bell. But not all City Circle drivers let you go in the cab. They let you in the cab, they take the control keys off and all that. But I went to go into cab of a W, what was one of the working W's in service. It was about a couple of months ago. If you look up the video of my video I did of W8959 City Circle car, you actually see me in the cab thing in the bell. But not all drivers let cars. Only they let you some if they take the key take the controls away, but he let me go in with the controls actually in the tram because I don't know really. He only let me in there with the controls because he knew I wasn't going to touch the controls. Well, and they let me spin the destination indicator as well, but I didn't film the destination indicator on the when I was spinning it myself. The driver spun it while I filmed the destination indicator. It's all the old 1950s to 80s destinations in the destination board on these trams. Only the modern ones are added were the city circle ones. So I'm starting it back up again. Hope everything comes back.
I'm using that. I'm taking a picture. I don't want my phone breaking, so I'm putting it in the head.
Don't speak in the scenes, I said, Mum.
He's back now.
Yeah, the stream conked out. I'm not sure why, but it just conked out very randomly. Now the phone's glitching. Well, not the next stop, as you can see, just about the stop after that, I'll be getting off. But they say, where you see the other trams where I'm getting off. Also, if you're ever staying in Melbourne, if you want to film trains, they just let you through the gates at Southern Cross to film trains without having a ticket. That's what I found out. Yeah, it's awesome if I can film the trains in Southern Cross and they let me through the gates. But once you're in the V line entrance, you can go to any of the platforms by using the second bridge. Also, I haven't seen the Maryville paper train for about a week. I've been at Southern Cross Station every day at 2:30, and the Maryville paper train has not come through for ages. I'm not sure why, but it hasn't. I've only seen a light engine, but it wasn't anything exciting, so I didn't bother filming it. It was one of the locomotives I filmed before about 4 times or about 5 times where I filmed the same locomotive. So it's G527, and I didn't bother filming it because it's the same locomotive. I didn't want to film the same one. Speaking of the stream again. No, it's not the Red City Circle, it's the old MMTV style.
Hang on, man.
It's W8957. Yeah, just right there. Can you just hold the large to maybe at the tram for me, Mum? Here goes the destination indicator. I'll think about to spin the destination indicator. There we go. Seeing a circle via Latrobe Street, this one's going. But it's ending at the Docklands, this one. I can't quite see the screen if I got it in focus. There goes one of the modern trams. Well, just that, guys. The pantograph on that tram. You see that when it just banged like that. I just got it on camera as well. But I'm ending the stream here because there's no more city circles now.